Hey YouTube, I have a hot second here before I go into work just to say hi. Hello to all of my witches and non-witches. Those of you who just started following me, those of you who have been following me for a while. I wanted to talk about how I use my fiber arts in my craft. So I'm doing this, right outside of work, so I may, put the camera down or look around or whatever. First of all, in my videos I do want to explain, I don't know if I have that, I do have eye movement, so if it looks like my eyes are wandering, they probably are. It's not really anything like I can fix. So anyway, knitting, spinning, crocheting in the craft, in my craft, I incorporate my fiber arts because it's my main art or craft that I do into my spell work and rituals. One of the big ways that I do this is sometimes if I'm making a mojo bag, I will knit or crochet it. I recently did this while I was out of work. I was seeking employment, and I crocheted out of green cotton, green prosperity, money, drawing, employment, etc. I crocheted a green mojo bag, just basic. Those of you who do crochet, it was a basic. I just crocheted a square or I just kind of crocheted, or I chained, sorry, and then I crocheted up one side and down the other, and just kind of, did it in the round. And it was a fold over flap, and filled it with herbs that wouldn't fall out of the holes, that crochet inevitably makes, stones, whatever, I think, okay, so I used a green stone, I used a pecan, I used some cloves, of course some money, and I wrote my intent down on a piece of paper and folded it up, and I keep that in my desk drawer at work. I still have it to this day. I've been at my job for 90 days. Oh, a little over 90 days now. And I keep that in my desk drawer. And I'll keep it in my desk drawer until what time I decide not to. Another way, that I like to use my fiber arts, my craft, is spinning. If I'm going to work any kind of cord magic, where you are, you have a length of cord and you tie knots for certain things, I will spin my own yarn for that. Out of the color that I feel most suits the need, out of the fiber, if I can, that most suits the need, and sometimes while I'm working or while I'm spinning, I will, a lot of people when they spin, they like to pull, if there's any like rustic bits in there, like, leaves and what they like to call vegetable matter. They like to pull that out, but sometimes I'll throw herbs in while I'm spinning that correspond with what I'm trying to do. And so once I've got that length of yarn spun and plied, now all that good stuff, yeah, I'll use that in my ritual or my spell work. I have knitted, I'm thinking of actually, I've knitted shawls that I wear during ritual. I know that there are, like, in like Christian and Catholic faiths, a lot of people do prayer shawls. I actually, I had a red shawl that I had made, and on Imbolc I cleansed it, consecrated it, and wore it for the whole rest of the year of ritual wear. So that's another, excuse the ums, guys, I'm just doing this off the top of my head. Yeah, so you know, that's another option for you. And of course, you know, just maybe, you know, if you wanted to knit or crochet an offering bowl for dry offerings, there are some nice patterns out there for knitted or crocheted goddess dolls that you could use on your altar. You know, if maybe you can't really have candles and all that good stuff, you can knit or crochet some of your altar supplies. So those are just a few things that I do to incorporate sorry about that, there somebody walking by. That's just a few ways that I incorporate my favorite crafts into my craft. So until next time, guys, blessed be. I hope you have a fabulous week. Find me on Periscope, by the way, Chaotic and Crafty. I am on there. I did my first scope. It was just me on the way to the bus. So if you want to see kind of what I'm doing craft wise, you can also follow me on my blog at chaoticandcrafty.com. There, I'm going to be posting all kinds of stuff, whether it be witchy, whether it be crafty, whether it be just, you know, boring muggle stuff. So again, until next time, y'all, have a wonderful week. Blessed be. Bye.